and welcome to the premiere episode of The Art Block with Ant and Derek here on WPGA. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Derek.
How you doing today, Derek?
Doing great,
Looking sharp, looking sharp.
Right back at you.
Yep, ZZ Top would be proud of you.
Yep, right there.
All right, so let's get into our feature topic for our first show. Yes. Our feature topic is comic books.
Comic book inspired films.
Exactly, or comic books in films.
Yes.
So a quick history, you know, get the people up to date here. And the first comic book that was put to film was it was a serial, 1941, The Adventures of Captain Marvel. A lot of you know him as Shazam, same character. That was the first live-action superhero film, so to speak. And then in 1941, they also had the Max Fleischer Superman animated, great shorts.
Yes.
To me, that was some of the, I love that Max Fleischer stuff.
Yes.
And it went from there, and throughout the years, you had some other stuff. You know, you had the first Batman serials, which was in 1943 and 49.
Right.
They did a Batman and Robin. And then there was like I guess for a while there was a little lull after that. And then they, you know, the Batman TV show came out, the campy one.
Yeah, the campy.
60s, and then we hit
the 70s with the Super Friends.
Yeah,
you know.
and that sort of, and then the Spider-Man, Nicholas Hammond as Peter Parker, Spider-Man TV show. They did a Captain America. We had
Bill Bixby playing Bruce. Well, actually, David Banner in the Incredible Hulk. They changed it to David Banner.
I think they called him David Bruce Banner.
Yeah, David Bruce.
They made it like his middle name, right? And anyway, so that gives you an idea of where we started. But what we want to get mainly into is the recent surge, which with DC we owe it to the Batman movies with Michael Keaton.
Right.
And others, but to me the Michael Keaton were the best.
Oh yeah.
Personally, of those, you know, of that block, you know, I didn't care for Val Kilmer and Clooney myself, but and then with Marvel's big break into the movie industry, successful break, I should say, was, I would say, Blade.
Yes, Blade
with Wesley Snipes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So followed by the Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire.
Right. And so, were you happy? Were you happy with Blade?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
I mean, the movie? Did you think it transferred well?
Yeah, it did. Well, actually, yeah. I mean, I didn't know about him that much, but I did. Well, only just slightly went on the animated series of Spider-Man. That's the only way I knew about it, and I didn't think, you know, a character like Blade would be a hit. You know, I guess cinematically speaking, because he's not as popular or well known as Spider-Man or the Hulk or the Fantastic Four, X-Men.
Right.
You know.
Right. The big names.
Yeah, the big
ones.
The
bread and butter for Marvel. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I like Blade also. I thought they did a pretty good job with it, and I was familiar with it because, you know, I grew up loving comics, reading comics in the 70s, collecting comics, and you know, I am glad. You know, I'm a stickler to staying true to the story and the look. I'm like that with my books turned into movies and comics. But I like that they changed him a little bit, because if you remember in the comic Blade, he almost looked like he was in Aspen on a ski trip.
Yeah.
Remember how he looked? Like he had the ski goggles and he had like the jacket, you know, it was like the way the 70s Blade looked. You know, he kind of, you know, he had the stakes and all, but he kind of looked like he was going skiing.
Yeah.
And Wesley Snipes made him a little, you know, more
edgier.
Cool. Yeah. And I like that. And then the
TV show, they had a short-lived TV show
they did.
On Spike TV. I wish it would have stayed on a little bit longer. Right. It was well made.
Right. And then, as you said, and then we got into the big boys, Spider-Man, and that block, and Spider-Man. Yeah,
Willem Dafoe was really good as the Green Goblin.
Yeah, he was good, but I did not like the costume.
Oh,
I didn't like the way they went with his look as the Green Goblin. He's great as, you know, Osborn, of course, but I didn't like the whole bulky kind of, it's hard to move. I look almost like a Japanese, you know, kind of Power Ranger kind of villain. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I just didn't, you know, I mean, and I know why they did it, because in the comic, the Green Goblin, he's in the purple and the red kind of spandex type suit, but you know, it worked better to me. I mean, there's no reason to make him a robot.
True.
But the movie was good. I had that problem with it. That was the only problem with that. And the second one, personally,
I think it was a little bit better. I kind of like Doc Ock.
Yeah, I thought the second. That's another case where the sequel, and there's a few cases, is better. You know, other people don't usually think that. A lot of people think that, of course, with Star Wars. They like Empire better. I love Empire. I still think New Hope is the best one.
Okay. What about Godfather 2?
Well, that's a close one. That's a close one because I like those both. I like those both. But I'll tell you what, I don't like Godfather 3.
Oh,
that was junk. So,
yes,
but
yes.
it's back to comics. So, yeah, and the second one because I thought
Alfred Molina.
Yeah, I thought he was great as Doc Ock. Look wise, just perfect.
Even the arms were very realistic.
And then we had the third one, which I'm mixed about. Probably my least favorite. I did think Sandman was done well.
Okay.
You know, I did think Sandman was done real well. His look was good. You know.
What do you think? The guy, the was it Venom or
Venom? No,
yeah,
Venom.
Venom.
Yeah,
Okay.
they hadn't done Carnage yet. Yeah, and it was all right, but you know, it was lacking. So, and as we said, so we go along, and then we had some hit and misses. You know, in my opinion, Ghost Rider, Nicolas Cage. I liked Ghost Rider as a comic. I didn't think he was right for the role of Johnny Blaze.
Right.
Daredevil. I didn't care for parts of Daredevil. I thought Elektra was completely miscast.
Okay. Okay.
In my opinion. I didn't mind.
The X-Men movies?
What's that? Well, that too, but Daredevil, I didn't mind, and this is different for me usually, I didn't mind them making Wilson Fisk, a.k.a. the Kingpin,
Right.
a black man. That worked for me, even though in the comics he's a white guy.
Yeah.
Usually I'm like, stick with the way it's supposed to be because that tells a lot about the character's upbringing. You know, how they, you know, if you're brought up white and black, there is a difference. Whether people want to admit it or not, there is a difference in
At
how
least
you will become.
aesthetically, yeah.
Well, no, but you know, also, you know,
Okay.
it would change how you might be. But with Kingpin, it worked great because they think actually the name Wilson Fisk sounds like a black man's name.
Yeah.
It works. It worked, and he did well. Michael Clark Duncan.
Yes.
I thought he was all right. I didn't care for Bullseye, the way it was portrayed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Tell you the truth, I thought someone like Ed Norton would have been a better Bullseye.
Oh, yeah.
Ed Norton, I
Very
think, would have looked
possible.
better.
Very possible.
And I like my costumes. I wish they'd put him in the real Bullseye costume.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Yeah. No disrespect to Colin.
Well,
but,
yeah, I
you know.
just didn't care to see him run around in a trench coat with the bullseye. You know, I mean, I wanted the mask and all that stuff. You know, I mean, I want my comics to be comics when they put them to film.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
That's true.
So, what'd you think of? Did you see Thor?
No,
Or
I
Captain
didn't.
America?
I didn't get a chance to see either one, though. I probably might
Right.
catch them out on DVD, on Blu-ray,
Right.
maybe during the holidays. But hopefully we get the chance. But maybe, I guess maybe right after this messages. I guess.
Yeah. We'll go to commercial. We'll be back.
Spartans, my brothers who have fought so gallantly thus far, the blood of my blood that I would give up 1,000 lives for, I ask you to give once more, to sacrifice your sweat and your blood and your fire in honor of all that we hold great. But before we march into the hallowed halls of Ares, we must dine.
In hell?
Not this time.
In apple seeds?
No.
I crave me some Xerxes.
Hold your tongue, warrior.
I love Pompeiles.
No. Tonight, we dine at Greek Deli.
At the Greek Corner Deli, we offer a variety of Mediterranean favorites, including our crowd-pleasing gyro, as well as subs, salads, and tasty desserts. We also carry a large selection of Greek and imported beers, and invite you and 300 of your closest friends to join us for happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. The Greek Corner Deli, located on 587 Cherry Street in beautiful downtown Macon, Georgia. Look for the flags.
Welcome back to the Art Block. So as we were saying, Derek, we were talking about comic books and movies.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I just asked you about, did you see Thor, the Thor movie and Captain America, which you said you hadn't yet. My take real quick, just to sum it up real quick, Thor wasn't bad. You know, there's some good parts about it. You know, I love the way they did Asgard.
Right.
You know. I was happy with most of it. Some of the writing was questionable. I didn't like the Facebook reference. You know, the girl had to say, I'm putting this on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I wanted them to stay kind of just away from that modern lingo.
Postmodern, yeah.
Captain America I loved. You have to see Captain America. A lot better than the one with Reb Brown in the 70s and the 1990 one they
I'm
did
sure
with
it
straight
is.
video.
I'm
which
sure it is. I'm
horrible.
sure. Yeah.
But this, I liked it mainly, not only because it stayed true to the story. I mean, very close to story, but it was well acted. It was really well acted. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting, to tell you the truth, I wasn't expecting Chris Evans to be that good. You know, we had seen him as the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four movies.
Right,
You know,
right.
and he's all right.
Also, he's been in 2 of them. Okay.
Yeah, and so if they ever do the Secret Wars as a movie, I mean, I guess they got to get somebody else to play.
That's true. That's true.
play one of the others, right? He can't do them both nowadays. But no, it was great. I mean, I loved it. I mean, they did the Howling Commandos in the movie, which the Howling Commandos were Fury, Nick Fury's World War II buddies.
Oh, yeah.
His group did it great. I mean, the casting was awesome. The Red Skull. I mean, perfect. I mean, they did a really good job with it. Really good job with it. And Bucky's in there. They toyed a little bit with the death of Bucky. It wasn't quite like the history of the comic, but it was close enough. Okay. So anyway, let's move on though. I want to hit before we have to hit a break here. I want to touch on a few movies that are in
in production.
Yeah, pre-production. Right.
Okay.
We got a Black Panther movie coming out apparently in 2014, and I hear that Djimon
Hansu.
is supposed to play T'Challa, right? The Black Panther.
Okay.
And
those who don't know, he was in Amistad and also Gladiator with Russell Crowe.
Right. And I've always liked the Black Panther. He's been pretty cool. Staying with the Black heroes, there's talk of a Power Man movie. Power Man was the '70s, Black Power kind of guy when they came out. Yeah, right on. And he got. I don't know of anybody they've cast for that, but I think Michael J. White would work well as Power Man.
Yeah, even though he did play Spawn.
Yeah, but that's fine. They're starting to cross over like Chris Evans. They're doing more than one hero. Why not? Why not? Right. That one would be good. They talked about doing an Iron Fist movie years ago with Ray Park, and for comic buffs out there, there was a series with Power Man and Iron Fist together. They had their own comic series for a while, and so maybe we can bring those two together. Some quick other ones we can mention. We got apparently Christina Hendricks.
Oh yes, the beautiful redhead from Mad Men. Yes.
Up for Wonder Woman.
Yes. Yes.
We got a Doc Savage movie, supposed to be directed by Shane Black, and the 1975 Doc Savage movie is something to.
It's an acquired taste, I guess.
Yeah, they didn't quite get that one down. It was campy, real campy.
Oh,
we got an Ant-Man movie. Hank Pym, who was the Ant-Man, brought himself down to small size. He was one of the original Avengers, but he's not in the Avengers movie, which is coming out soon. That's being directed by Edgar Wright, who did Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and Shaun of the Dead.
All right.
And The Flash. We got a Flash movie at a 2013 release for that.
Okay.
Apparently Leonardo DiCaprio's he's tied to an Aquaman movie as producer.
Finally, they're going to do an Aquaman movie.
Yeah.
Think they're going to do one of the Wonder Twins, perhaps?
I don't know about that. Superman, what's your take on that real quick before we got to go to commercial?
Oh, yeah, there was supposed to be another Man of Steel that's supposed to come out June 2013, and Russell Crowe is supposed to be cast as Jor-El, right?
Right.
And Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White, and Michael Shannon as General Zod.
Yeah. And Perry, that's another interesting thing, going back to the Kingpin thing. Perry White's originally a white character, but we got Lawrence Fishburne possibly playing him.
Yeah.
That could work, no problem
Very
with that,
possible.
So, all right, we got to go to commercial, and we will be back, I guess, about a minute or so.
Oh, yeah.
With our
musical guest, that's Sugar Virus.
See you shortly.
Return to Wellston with Solid Ground, the complete first season on DVD.
No way, that's awesome.
The 4-disc set includes all 12 episodes plus cast and crew interviews, behind-the-scenes featurettes, outtakes, and more.
Works for me.
That was easy. Let's get to watching.
Filmed in Middle Georgia, see what the Telegraph called a humorous take on the detective series. Own Solid Ground, the complete first season today.
The moment that I laid eyes on her, I was hooked. She had a glow that said, "I'm here, I'm waiting, speak to me, look at what I have to offer." As my eyes scrolled down her sleek, inviting, and provocative frame, I realized that this was no middle-of-the-road dame. She supplied opportunity, character, security, and a healthy boost to my ego. She had me coming back for more.
All right, so we got Macon's very own Sugar Virus in the studio with us. How you doing, guys? Thanks for coming.
Great, thank you.
All right, we got Mr. Jason Virus here, guitar player Stick, drummer par excellence Evan, and bass player Mondo. Okay, guys, so Jason, tell me a little bit about the history of Sugar Virus in so many words.
Let's see.
Cliff Notes version.
We are a horror-influenced punk band that's kind of evolved into much more over 20 years. Started in February of '92 and evolved pretty extensively. It's a bit more than punk rock now. It's metal and I don't know what we
Stuff.
Stuff. Yeah, just different variety of music. Yeah,
That's right. Cool. So, how many people are in the band from the original lineup? Still.
From the original lineup,
Right.
Me.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. I remember Stick. Now he made a previous appearance, left for a while, came back.
He's done it a couple times, but
Yeah.
he's family, so he can come back anytime he wants.
Yeah.
He's a permanent member of the band. He's always a permanent member.
Right.
I think when did you start?
2002?
2000. That sounds right.
2002.
Sounds good. Mondo's another one's been kind of with us, back and forth. But he actually started officially with us this year. And Evan, good Lord, Evan's been with us.
Oh, since 1952, actually. It's been quite a while, you know, but I don't really remember much.
So you don't have the same problem Spinal Tap has with your drummers.
No.
Yeah.
No.
When I explode, I come back together because
Yeah.
I'm a master of, internal physics.
All right. Good deal. Good deal.
Believes in quantum gravity and
Yeah,
Sugar Virus drummers don't explode, they just leave.
yeah.
But I came back.
Yeah, you can get back.
Now, since this is an art show and we cover a lot of the arts, I want to also say that Jason does a little bit of acting himself also. Stick is a writer. He goes the way of sort of the kind of Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft type of stuff. And then Mondo and Evan here, they hang out. They have a couple of friends that are involved in the arts as well. Can you tell me a little bit about them?
Yeah, the people we're often confused for would be Maestro Awesome McKickass and Hamburger Lynn, which are the Pan Galactic Tag Team Champions. They fought aliens, they fought around Japan, America.
Champions.
Real legit wrestlers. I mean, they came up with their own moves and everything. And people stop us all the time. They're like, hey, you're the guys under the mask. No. Maestro Awesome McKickass is an Asian Brad Pitt. Do I look like an Asian Brad Pitt?
You are confused with Brad Pitt quite a bit, though. We get that a lot when we go around.
Legends of the Fall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the beard.
I get that all the time.
How about, tell us something about Hamburger Lynn.
See, the thing is, I discovered Hamburger Land a long, long time ago, and I became what they call a fanboy, and I started growing out my facial hair just exactly like Mr. Hamburger Land.
Mark.
Copied all of his, it's a work, brother, copied all of his tattoos, and I mean, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, I guess. I look up to dude. I admire him. I love him. But I'm not him. He's English. I'm Welsh.
Yeah.
What's
There's a big
what's there
difference.
to, yeah, what's there to
difference.
be confused about?
Right.
But they're good friends of ours.
Also, Maestro Awesome McKickass would not be able to see his hat because he can't see camouflage. Just so you know. It's true. It's true.
Evan, the one you're confused with, does he adopt a lot of children from third world countries as well?
That's true. Zimbabwe actually sends about 2.5 children a year to him.
Wow.
And he takes care of them, he clothes them. He doesn't take care of the bathing. That's usually taken care of by women because that's kind of weird if a guy does it,
Right.
But he contributes a lot of food sources. He likes Golden Graham snacks, and it's kind of bad to get children hooked on corn sugar, but what are you gonna do?
Right. Stick, real quick, tell me something about one of your latest books.
I'm actually working on something now. It's continuations of certain certain works that copyrights have the copyrights have expired on certain works by Lovecraft, and I'm doing some continuations on that along with some new original material. And I do have my other stuff still available.
Right. Good deal. And Jason, what's the last movie you worked on?
Last movie I worked on was I do so many, man. I can't even remember what the last thing I worked on.
Was it The Rock? The one with The Rock, was it?
Oh, Fast and Furious 5.
Yeah.
I think it was that one. Yeah, right. Fast and Furious 5. That was interesting. That was a lot of fun. We have a 20-year box set coming out in February of 2012.
Oh,
That's next year,
great.
right? Yeah,
Okay.
2012. And it's going to be amazing. So Sugar Virus, we're online. We went over our time.
Well,
it's all good.
It's good. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having us.
We
All right, appreciate it.
All right.
We'll be back.
What kind of madhouse is this? Is this any way to treat a man? Where's your humanity?
Athens Mattress Outlet, proudly serving Athens and the University of Georgia community. Featuring the Energy Series Pillow Top for only $3.99. Avoid the hassle of moving a mattress when your student leaves home to attend UGA. Athens Mattress Outlet is an online retailer based in Athens and now serving all of Georgia. Call or click today.
The only good bed is an Athens mattress bed.
Welcome back. And now, give it up for Sugar Virus. And we're back. We're here on the set with our contestant, artist James Dumas, for our trivia contest. Jason, he's going to compete against Jason Virus of the band Sugar Virus. He's somewhere another part of the studio where you can't see or hear the trivia questions that Anthony has. So go ahead and take it away.
All righty. James, you got 30 seconds to answer these 7 questions.
Okay.
Here we go. What iconic hero is the Green Hornet related to?
That one I don't
Pass.
know.
Okay, name the original 5 X-Men.
Original 5 X-Men. Iceman, Marvel Girl, Cyclops, Angel, Beast.
Who created Superman?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster.
True or false? Siegel and Schuster sold their rights to Superman for $130?
True.
Who debuted in Journey into Mystery number 83?
That would be Thor.
Who is Henry Pooch?
Pass on that one.
Okay.
T'Challa, the Black Panther, is the ruler of what country?
Wakanda.
Ding, ding,
Ding, ding, ding.
Alrighty.
All right. Okay.
All right, now Sugar Virus is going to take their turn with the trivia contest. Here we go, guys. What iconic hero is the Green Hornet related to?
Lone Ranger.
Name the original 5 X-Men.
That would be Angel, Beast, Jean Grey, Cyclops, and Iceman.
Who created Superman?
Pass. Damn it.
True, false. The creators of Superman sold their rights to Superman for $130.
True.
Who debuted in Journey into Mystery number 83?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Who? Time's up, Derek?
No, that was
who is Henry Pooch?
Henry Pooch. He's related to William C. Pooch.
T'Challa, aka the Black Panther, is the ruler of what country?
Detroit.
I think your time is up.
I'm gonna say Africa on that one. But,
Wesley Snipes better be the Black Panthers also.
that's a country.
Okay, Derek.
Comment.
Okay.
How many did Sugar Virus get right?
I think 3 out of 7.
All right, and our contestant James Dumas got 5 out of 7. All right. Come on over here, James, and receive your prize.
Yes. All right. Congratulations, James Dumas, for winning the very first inaugural trivia contest. You win this prize, and you get to pie Sugar Virus.
What? Sweet.
Sugar
Is-
pie, Russ.
That's 2 down.
Okay.
Come here, guys.
All right.
Gesundheit.
Creamy.
It's like when the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man blew up in New York.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have, and hope you enjoyed this very first episode of The Art Block with Ed and Derek. I'm Derek, and on behalf of my co-host Anthony,
I'm sorry.
check us out next time. Same block time, same block channel. We're out. Enjoy the art, support the arts. Later.